What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy CJ, and I'm back. And this time, I'm back with a special episode of the Create Live with CJ because I got Paige in the building. Paige King. Some of y'all know her as Gemini 2 Fit, but she's also known as, everybody knows her as God's child. Did I get that right?
That part. You got yeah.
Yeah, so I got that right. What's up, Paige? How you feeling?
I'm feeling wonderful. And you?
Oh, I like I told you before, like I'm blessed. Like I want to say that first, but I'm also tired. I'm blessed, but I'm tired. No. But we here.
Facts. And he won't put more on you than you can bear. You got this.
Facts. And listen, well, I want to talk to you, about some social media topics, some hot topics, like what's going on, like some stuff that just happened on my iPhone that just blew my mind. And with Instagram, I'm going to tell you about it because it's crazy, right? And also, it's going to change. Honestly, I think it's some game-changing information that a lot of people don't know yet. I'll tell you about that. I want to talk to you about your amazing gym that you're, you're a part of, and that you represent. I'm gonna say you represent because you're a fam of this gym. Like. That goes crazy. You already know Stick Shift Fitness. Want to talk about that? Talk about how long you've been a personal trainer, all that other stuff. But real quick, tell people who you are, about your podcast, what you do, everything like that. Give people your quick introduction.
So, like he said, God's child first and foremost, but Paige, and my Instagram is Gemini 2 Fit. A lot of people call me Gemini, because I rep Gemini to the fullest. So you would think that's my birth name. But other than that, my podcast, I do have a podcast, Fostering Through Life, which I need to actually hop back on and do because I've been slacking. But technically it's about, I'm a foster mother to my nephews. And then just like fostering through life, like me with my fitness, like nobody have like I always say, nobody have the blue book of where the end goal is. Like you don't know where you're going to end up. You just know you have to just keep working hard until you get to that final destination. So I'm fostering through my fitness life with making that happen. I'm fostering through like just being an entrepreneur, being a foster mom to my nephews, just in general. So that sums that up.
I was gonna say, shout out to you. I'm gonna do a round of applause because listen, it takes a lot for someone to take on that type of undertaking, and I mean, you're the right person for it. I already know.
I have to be because I question it so many times. I'm like, God, all I got is a dog. You sure this is for me? Like, I have a dog. But like I said, he wouldn't put you in places that he knew you couldn't handle. So
facts on that. And so listen, let's just get right into it because we got a lot to cover. And I know, look, I ain't gonna lie to you, like it's late, but people are gonna tap in. Y'all still gonna tap in, even if watching live, watch a replay. Listen, by the way, what do you think about this graphic? Like, come on now, this is fire. Listen,
when I saw that, I was like, what the heck?
Oh yeah. My graphics on fire. I know.
Like I'm like, okay, I need a 101 class. Like I need to pay for this. Like
because my YouTube thumbnail game is going next level now.
Like put me in the game, coach. Like
I got you. So we definitely could talk about that. But one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, and I know you probably seen it on the screen. I'm gonna break it down first. So basically, when you're on Instagram. You show you're on Instagram and you have a post. Let's say you want to promote a class or your podcast or something, and people boost the post. They boost it in the ads to get more reach, right? Mm-hmm. Well, normally what happens is, what people are used to is they go into the app and they say, hey, I want to boost this. And they put the range of how much they want to pay for it, right? And how many days they want it to run. Mm-hmm. And then say, hey, boom, this is what the budget is, and let it run, right? Okay, cool. So you've done it before, so that's kind of how it flows, right? Mm-hmm. Now it's a little bit different. So I'm gonna break it down. So when I logged in, and this is for iOS, so because Apple is always on some extra.
Yeah, they always. Yeah.
So let's say you go in to try to boost a post right now, right? You try to boost a post on your iPhone, and you say like today, say, hey, I want to boost this or whatever. So this is what pops up on my phone, right? It says paying in app. So this is paying in the Instagram app on your iPhone, right? It says paying for ads in iOS app has changed. Apple service fees apply in the app. This is so again, this is Apple service fees, not Meta. This is
Yeah.
Apple.
So
So you'll pay Apple service fees on top of your payment before any taxes that Apple may collect. This charge is then retained by Apple, not Instagram or Meta. Then below that, it says you'll pay for ads even before they run. Before the ads even run, you're paying in advance for them now. You will prepay the funds to cover your ad budget, and be sure to add extra funds if you're running multiple ads or have any amounts due. Additional ways to pay are available on other Meta ad tools. So the number one thing you got to remember is what they said there. You want to run your ads on the Meta tool on your laptop in the ads manager, right? Because Apple is tripping. Because if you look here to the right, let's say if you have an ad budget of $20, like I put in there for a test, you'll end up paying $28.57 just because you're using this app on the iPhone to run your ads.
That's wild.
That is insane. Look at the Apple service charge. $8.57 Apple service charge to run a $20 ad.
That's crazy.
Come on now. But everybody just swears that Apple is just, can do no wrong. But this is ridiculous.
Yeah, no. I don't agree with half of the stuff that even Meta do, Instagram do, Apple do. It's just like, okay, you're reaching now.
Yeah, like it's like, okay, because this is a thing too. Like, there's already these restrictions that they make, and they say, hey, this is to protect you and stuff like that in the app store and things like that. I get that. But when it comes to like now charging people even to use this app, like to pay for something on a third party thing, which is Instagram or Meta, and that we're gonna tax you and make you pay in advance. And that's not even the normal structure, but you don't have to do that on the Android, but you got to do it on the Apple.
That's crazy.
They're always doing some extra stuff, and I don't even know the reason why.
Pay more.
They
always do an update or change something with the new devices or something that you have to get to make sure your current product is working properly.
Yeah. And if you guys are watching live on Instagram or YouTube, you can drop in the comments what you think about it. But like, what do you think, Paige? Like, when it comes to you running ads, I don't know how much you run ads. Are you willing to pay this extra, or you say, you know what, I'm gonna go to my laptop and just do it through the ad manager on Facebook?
Well, honestly, I actually don't even run ads no more. Like, I'm at this point in my life where it's like, it's gonna come to me regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And what's for me is for me. So, and the ads might put it in the wrong people's eyes.
Yeah. Oh, I feel you. Well, you can control who it goes in front of, though.
So, see, that I did not know, because I really don't be tapping into stuff like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, you just to kind of like a little quick breakdown. You can totally control who it runs in front of. You can pick the demographics. You can say, hey, I only want it to be this between this age range and this age range, male or female, which location they live in, what their beliefs are, things like that.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I just thought it was like an age group and then just like location wise. I didn't know it was like it get that in detail.
Oh yeah, we can find out. Look, we do how much money you make. We can say, hey, between this range and this range. Like, there's ways to do it. Now you have to be strategic in how you do it, because legally you can't single out certain people. But it's just about which tags and which descriptions you put in. So there's a whole thing on that. And I had a show with an ad. I would say an ad coach, someone who does that for a living for businesses. He came on, and I'll get him to come on again sometime, and we can ask some more questions. But by the way, people in the chat saying, I love Paige, she's the best. Come on now.
Love you too.
Yeah. So look, you got your fan club here. I love it. They tapping in with you. Thank you for tuning in. JT on Instagram said Apple is tweaking. Apple is tweaking on that. So yeah, trying to charge more for that. So another thing I wanted to bring up to you real quick, Paige, and that is TikTok. Are you on TikTok?
I am on TikTok, but I had kind of steered away when I heard they was going to ban it. So I was like, I really don't want to invest so much time into it and everything gonna go away. Which probably is a distraction.
That's a whole nother topic. Go ahead, break it down. What you mean?
I think it's a distraction. One, because one, I really think they're trying to ban TikTok because it's like the Google engine. Like everybody use TikTok to search everything. So it's taking money away from Google. It's taking money away from Apple. It's taking money away from these companies. That's why they saying like, oh, let's ban it. But I don't know like how true, like how it's going to go through. That's why I actually like, but I was on TikTok heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
No, I feel you on that because it's like they like you said, there's an age range. I forget the age range, but there's like a younger adults
mm-hmm.
is like the number one search engine was TikTok. People go on TikTok looking for things and not Google and YouTube like they want,
And it's
right? And so I totally agree. I think it is a distraction because it's like, okay, it's a distraction, but also in a different way for me. And I feel like it's all about money, right? It's all about control of money because a lot of the things they accuse TikTok of, being dangerous about, having people's information, data, and things like that. Oh, yeah, we don't want China to have this. We don't want China to have that. But you're okay with Meta having that. You're
exactly,
okay with Google having it. It's
exactly.
just not here in the United States. They don't have the power to control it.
Yeah, it's a control factor. It's power, and so
Mm-hmm.
that's the only thing. That's why I'm like, okay, because every time I literally would ask somebody like, oh, I need to do this. I'm like, oh, look on TikTok. Oh, search on TikTok. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
TikTok is that heavy?
Yeah, TikTok is heavy, and it's like one of the things I wanted to bring up because that's why I asked if you use TikTok because I use it too, and I don't use it as much as I used to and it's not because I'm fearful of the app going away because I don't think the app will ever go away. I think that even if they shut it down, which is a whole legal debate in itself. But it's like even if they shut down, they're going to force the sale where somebody else will run it. It's too much money involved with TikTok.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, it's too much money.
It's too much money involved. But they just launched, this new management platform for creators to, this is one of those things too. They trying to make it a home where it's easier for you to, check your stats, check, your projects, get influencer deals,
Okay.
be able to, look at different projects, how much you're getting paid, have somebody else manage your page for you. If you don't want to do a page, maybe you have a podcast on there and you hire somebody else to manage your page for you. You have stats in there for that. And so and monetization stats. So they're trying to make it more friendly for creators. And that just recently came out. And it's always interesting when they put features out like this. It's not for everybody at once. It's kind of like trickles out. But
Yeah, yeah.
adding stuff like this doesn't hurt. But would something like this make you want to try TikTok? Or are you kind of like, yeah, it's still not enough to move me?
No, I actually been talking about going back to TikTok though. So even before knowing this, I had actually was going to get back to TikTok, but I was just trying to find the time.
Mm-hmm.
Being that Instagram took away a lot of the perks of being creators, and that's probably why TikTok has posted that out.
It's funny you said that because we everybody liked when they had the Instagram Reels bonus, right?
Mm-hmm. And that's gone.
Well, I have it right now.
Oh,
I know you probably like what?
yeah,
That's because you, damn it, CJ, you got everything.
but it's you, CJ. Like CJ, you're the man.
No. But it's like it's so I got a spring bonus. It's for select creators, right? I pop up on Instagram one day and it's like, yeah, spring bonus it's now through June 7th or 8th. So I got more I gotta post some more shit. I gotta post some more reels. Like
Yeah.
I gotta get on it. But it's like what I would say what's interesting about this bonus, and it's actually a good thing, it's not just reels. It actually counts for reels, regular picture posts, and carousel posts. So they
Okay.
don't force you to do reels, which is a big thing. So I'm
Yeah.
going to I have monetization right now for anything that I post.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what it is. And that's a huge thing. So picture, a static flyer, anything like that. So as long as it's getting reach, I'm getting paid for it. And so that's what I think is a huge difference in this bonus. Now I know that they had it widespread at one point, but I don't know what their budget is right now. But I'm like, whatever, whoever's watching the Instagram land, please let me keep this bonus because I like it. I like it. Like, hey, because I'll be honest with you, that extra couple $100 every month, I pay a bill.
Facts. That is absolutely true. It's
And so, Paige, if Instagram is watching, Tell them why they should give you that bonus.
Because one, like, just if you experience the vibe, the energy, like if you go on my page and you just see how authentic and real it gets, like I can motivate a dead man.
Wow.
Literally, literally, I can motivate a dead man. That's how dope it is. Like,
I mean, that's some confidence. You could literally get somebody out the grave. They gotta get out the grave just to
literally,
watch your
like
content.
resurrection.
Man, that we believe in. That we know
Exactly.
that can happen.
So yeah, like come on now, Instagram.
Yes.
You can't pick and choose on the bot's profile.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. So yeah, definitely let's get Paige that bonus Instagram. If I have anything to do about it, I'll make sure that you get that. But are you on X or Twitter? You use that? You use that?
That's the sad part, right? I know.
No, it's not sad. It's a lot of apps. It's a lot of apps.
No, but
So
Twitter, I tried to join it probably like in high school.
mhm.
That's how long ago that I joined on it. And then what's the oh no, because that's IG Threads. And I recently joined that, but I haven't even been on there like that. But Twitter, I really don't even be on Twitter.
No, I listen. A lot of these apps, like I just tell people, the most important thing for your brand, personal business, things like that, is to make sure you just have your username locked in. So as long as you have, Gemini 2 Fit already locked in, even if you ain't posted on it, ain't nobody else could use it acting like you,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah, because I'm like, I be getting notifications like, oh, this person unfollowed you. This person unfollowed you. You got 30 new followers on IG Threads. I'm like, I haven't been on there. I mean,
Yo, so you
I
know
just
what happens is when people sign up for Threads right now from Instagram, the people who follow you on Instagram automatically follow you on Threads if they select it. If they say, "Hey, do you want to follow all your friends on Instagram?" So that's why you probably in the middle. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. It'd be like 3 in the morning. It'd be like, you got so this person followed you on Threads. This person followed you on Threads. I'm like, I haven't even been on Threads in like 60
like,
days.
I got on there when it first came out, and I'll probably give it a week, and then I haven't been back on it.
Yeah. So you did the right thing. You locked in your name. But the thing is, one of the things I like about Threads is that originally you didn't see likes. You didn't see likes. And so like on Instagram, because it's very superficial, right? Very
Mm-hmm.
superficial. People don't like things because other people don't like them and things like that. Or if it's real popular, they just jump on a train and I guess I'll like it too. So
Yeah,
that's
like
where they at.
yeah, I see CJ like it. Let me like it.
Come on now, and that's the thing. So now Instagram like has it where you can hide your likes, but now this is interesting because I want to ask you a question on this. X, which is formerly known as Twitter, is rumored that they're going to hide likes for all users, like just across the board, right? It's just literally just hide the likes. And so, what do you think that will make a different experience on social media if all likes are hidden just across the board? If that happens?
But I think it would create a different experience because a lot of people have a lot of ego to where the likes penetrates them basically.
Mm.
And they like to see it. Because I remember when IG, because IG took it off at one time. And then it was a big uproar. And that's when IG turned it to making it seem like, okay, you can choose the option to turn it on and off.
Yep.
Because a lot of people just I want to see my 1,000 something, my likes. I want to see my 10K likes. I'm like, do that create you? Like, do that make you as a person to see that 10,000 people liked your post? Like, do that give you that extra fuel that you need?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like that, it's like an ego boost. It's like
Yeah,
an ego boost. It's like if you like something, and it's interesting. What I would say is like with this, because what I notice is that even when I hide my likes on certain posts, those posts get just as many or even more likes than when I leave it unhidden. Right? Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
That's like, oh, well, maybe do people not like stuff because somebody else like, well, if this person liked it, I'm not going to.
Yeah, because I think people like they can look at the people who liked it. Like they can keep clicking and see like, oh yeah, nah.
It's
But
so
when
weird.
you say, oh, such and such and others, you really can't get the detailed information to where you're like, okay, but I'm gonna like it this time.
Hmm. It's so wild out there, and especially in like I know we're in the fitness industry and things like that, and it's like that happens in a lot of different industries. So I just think in general it's like these different cliques and things like that. Like how do you like consume your content? Do you just like, what, I see the same 10 to 30 people every day, and you like their stuff and you just kind of support your community, or do you kind of go on the explore page and find new stuff to like?
No, so I go on the explore page. So I go like, so say if I see a reel that's in my community, and then I just keep strolling up, it put me in reach of other people.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it, I follow them, I just go like, but it's all like same category, I would say, because it's all fitness basically. And that's how
Gotcha.
I really know a lot of people in Atlanta, is just because I go searching like in their page and just seeing like, okay, they're dope.
No, that's a good way to surf. 'Cause I tell people it's like building a community and network outside of yours is just as important as anything, because otherwise you just know the same people. Like
Yeah,
you'll probably find the same content, because a lot of times people are posting the same content from the same place.
yeah, and it's good to have some outreach. Like somebody else can teach you something, like they can teach you something that your family can't teach you, basically.
Mm,
Like you can learn something in a different light. It could be said like, it could be the same topic, but it can be said different to make you understand it better,
hmm.
to give you a better approach on how to attack it.
So tell me about like your fitness journey in particular. Like I know you're a coach now, but like when did you say, what, I'm gonna get into this health and wellness game like full time? Were you like a gym hopper first? Were you always like that person in school, an athlete? Like give us that backstory.
No, I was in the military. I was in the army,
Mm,
and I hated working out. Like I did not like PT, getting up at 4 in the morning, meeting them on the field, working out. Like I was like, please get out my face, leave me alone. But it just happened to be like when I got out the military, I got complacent with life, and I gained weight basically. And I was about 200 pounds. A lot of people don't believe me to this day. They were like, Paige, you was 200 pounds? That's crazy.
so I don't know, like I don't know if it's okay to ask or not, but 200 pounds, like how tall are you?
I am 5 3/4. I need my 3/4, CJ.
So wait, so I'm gonna give me every last quarter.
I need
Uh,
it. I need it because I'm really tall. I'm really tall, if you ask me. But a lot of people like to disagree, but it's fine. It's a look away.
yeah, I'm gonna let you have that. But it's so funny because like when you say 200 pounds, I'm like, I don't even know. I can't see it. I can't
Yeah,
see it.
yeah. I was swole. I was a little linebacker.
So how did that happen? How because you were in the military and then you came out? Was it like you was like, what? I didn't like working out there, so F it. Now I can go ahead and eat everything I want and just stop
That,
working out.
that was really my mentality. Like I don't have my drill sergeants in my ear. I don't have my first sergeant telling me I need to run these 2 miles. Like I'm about to eat all the Burger King, all the Crystals, and that was literally my two favorite fast restaurants, which is
Mhm,
horrible. Like I will go there and like tear it down. And
mhm,
then it started affecting me because one reason why I got out the military is because I tore my knee.
mm,
And so with me gaining weight, it actually put more stress on my knee, to where it's like my knee's swollen, I can't walk, I can't do this. And all my doctors was like, you have to lose weight.
mhm,
Like you have to lose weight. So then I just started slowly. I started riding a bike about 2 miles a day. And just from there, I just went back in the mentality of military. I was like, Paige, you was in the military. You got through basic, you got through your first duty station, you got through all this. So you can you can knock these little pounds off. And then I just
So what year was that when you kind of were like, what? Let's knock this off.
about 2016.
Okay, so 2016. That was the same time I think I just decided to join Instagram.
Okay.
And by the way, a couple of people in the chat, I gotta throw this out there. They said Paige is personally is 6 feet.
That's what I'm talking about. See, they know I'm tall. That's the real one right there. You a real one.
Like my boy Nas said, 3/4 is crazy. You wild for that one.
Come on now, get.
Three quarters, but hey, they say you 6 feet, so you 6 feet.
It's the personality being 6 feet.
But no, like it's like that's when I first joined Instagram in 2016. So that was literally when I started my whole fitness journey. I tell people are like, well, what is my page and all that stuff? And literally the fit with CJ and all this stuff, literally why we even here now is because I started to say, because my dad passed away of cancer in his late years. And at some point I watched this documentary on Netflix called Food Inc. And it's inspired me. It's like, oh, I need to eat better. I need to watch where my food is coming from. Boom, boom. And I signed up for LA Fitness. And then for whatever reason, I was an anti-social media person. I didn't want no Facebook, no Instagram, nothing. And in 2016, I signed up for Instagram. And I posted a picture of me. And then here we are today. It just kind of started from there. So in 2016, you were like, hey, I'm starting my journey too.
Yeah, I started my journey. And then I was in Savannah at this time. Because I moved in Atlanta in 2018. And so I lost about a good, so from 200 pounds, I got to about 165 in a year. And a lot of people in Savannah was like, dang, Paige, like, how did you do it? Like, train me. And so, I got like a quick certificate online just to have like some education on it to train them. I was like, yeah, I have the military training of PT, but I don't actually have the science. So I got me like a little quick certificate, turned my car garage into a gym. And then I was training people in Savannah.
Wow.
And from there, that's when I moved to Atlanta. And I was like, I have to have a basement in my house. When I moved to Atlanta, I had to have a basement because the garage was hot.
Yeah, we know how South Georgia gets in the summertime. It's
I need a basement. So, and I was like, because I want a home gym. And then from there, it was history. Like, I got my home gym. I'm training people in my home. And then and that's how I met Stick. He saw me on Instagram. Like, that's my dog. Like,
what year was this? 2018 now.
So 2018. I'm in. So I moved to Atlanta November 2018.
Okay.
So I'm doing it like so COVID happened.
2020.
That's when everything shut down, and I got kicked out of Planet Fitness.
How that happen? You can't skip that. You can't say you got kicked out of Planet Fitness and skip it now.
I got kicked out of Planet Fitness. It's growth, y'all. Okay. But no, I got kicked out of Planet Fitness because so that's when I started my entrepreneurship. And I used to go to Planet Fitness to train my clients.
Okay.
So, and then like this one guy, the front desk guy, he was like, hey, you a trainer? I was like, and he was like, I want to work for you. And so I was just honest. I was like, well, I don't have that clientele where I need 2 trainers at this moment, but I'll get your contact and, we'll be in touch when that do happen. So I don't know if he really wanted to like work with me or he was trying to flirt with me. So, and I was married at the time. So, the next time I came in with my ex-husband, and I guess he didn't like that. And then, he was being real rude and this, and the third. And then, somehow water got on him, but I don't know how. But then they canceled my membership.
So water got on him, and you see in the chat they're saying Planet Fitness be hating.
They do be hating. But he was extremely rude. And like,
so was it like a cup of water that got on him? Was it like a bottle just somehow got on him?
It was the big water that tell you 9 o'clock, you got this, 10 o'clock, keep going, 11 o'clock.
Was it this? I caught him. I found the guy. He told me earlier this is the bottle that got on him.
I don't know. It was pink, but it has a blue in it. I'm not even going to confirm or deny that.
Okay, so was it like a dump on the head, like on Nickelodeon, where they were like
slime, like the slime time?
Yeah.
No, there was like a little dash, like stop playing. I was like, clean this up because that's all you're gonna be doing for the rest of your life.
Wow. Okay, so we're gonna continue. So now we got the Planet Fitness part because she was gonna jump right over that, you guys. But
I was trying to get past that because that's the
so this is in 2020 COVID.
yeah. So that's what this was 2019. This was like the end because I quit my job.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a full entrepreneur. I'm gonna do this.
And by the way, shout out to you for that. Like that's a round of applause. You don't know how. Listen, you know how people are scared to make that leap.
Yeah.
Hell, I was scared to make that leap. Sometimes you got to be forced into that, right? And you were forced into a corner.
I was forced into a corner. But so yeah, so then what was that? Oh yeah, so I quit my job.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I quit my job. And then COVID happened and all the gyms shut down. So I was like, dang, I still have clients. So I went to Home Depot, got the equipment, and I built me a home gym.
Mm-hmm.
And then I, started training clients out of there. That was prospering. Everything was going great. And then a divorce hit me. And then from there, I had to get Achilles and arch surgery on both of my feet. And then I was working out, going hard, going crazy. And that's when Stick found me on Instagram and was like, I love your energy. Like, who doing pull-ups and working out on a peg leg. Like, you're not letting life stop you. And so, he was like, I want you to work for me. Like, I want you to work in the gym. And so at that time, I was like, well, I really can't. Like, I'm really healing. Like, I'm really working out to keep my sanity. And so, we met, we talked about life. And then, like, I still remember to this day, like, he gave me the most powerful speech on that hit floor. And it was just like, when I get better, I'm coming back. And I kept my word. And he made sure I kept my word. Like, he locked in with me. He was like, you know what? I'm waiting for you.
That's amazing.
So like, and a lot of people turned against me with that peg leg. Like, a lot of fitness people in Atlanta, it was like, nah, I ain't messing with it. Like, nah, I'm good. Like, who is she? She don't have followers. She's crippled. Like, it was like that type of vibe.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But what I said, one thing about Stick, like, he held me down. And so I came back with revenge.
I love that.
When I got everything together, I was like, my certificate expired. I'm gonna get my stuff together, and then I'm coming back. And then I came back December of last year, and then January it was on and popping. So technically, Stick been with me for like what since 2020.
I love it. I love it. That's like you like somebody like so real and so genuine, like that. That sees the best in you at like when you at that point are being turned away by everybody else turning their back, or just kind of like, oh, she ain't got it, she ain't this, she ain't that. The right people will find you, and that's the right mess. That's the message there. The right person will find you. The right community will find you, and it's also an inspiration to people who's like who may feel like they're on the outside of something, or they're an outcast, or they're not let into a certain community. Still put yourself out there because the right people will find you. That's the message. That's the message. I want to come back to that in a second, but we have a quick question in the chat for you, Jim. I'll say Gemini to Pet, but Paige, you want to go ahead and read the question to you?
Yeah. Okay. So if someone is 500 pounds, can they lose 325 pounds from pure diet and exercise? As a trainer, would you be okay if your client took Ozempic as well as to follow your plan? So I'm in a medical field. A lot of people don't know that. So I'm a medical assistant, and I've been doing that since 2015. So that's kind of like a spicy topic, because even though people say, oh, 200 wasn't a lot for me, but still I did it without medication. I just was determined. And then also you're taking away from people who actually need it, like the people with type 2 diabetes, the people that actually like their pancreas don't work. So as a personal trainer, no, I would not tell my clients to go on Ozempic, only if they need it, like a diagnosis wise. But just how And I think it's probably the military, but just how you got yourself in that predicament to be 500 pounds, you can get yourself out of it. It's going to be hard, but you have to be determined. And like, you just have to have people in your corner that's going to motivate you and push you. And honestly, and if I would tell diabetics not to even use that medication, because I'm actually anti-medication, but sometimes they need that extra push to help their pancreas with the insulin and produce through their body. So no, I would not have my client take Ozempic. I would say diet and exercise. And the last thing, I'm also anti-surgery, but we know when people are at a amount, like a certain size, they have extra skin, so they actually have to go for cosmetic surgery. But other than that, no medications, no nothing. Hard work, dedication. It don't get easy. It only get harder. It's not easy for me, and I've been doing it for a long time.
Man, yeah, no, and you think it's about fitness, and I learned it's like you can always do more. You can always make it more challenging for yourself. So it's like the never ending story.
Never ends. You always can heighten it. You always can, change the whole route. Go straight from calisthenics to weightlifting to, HIIT training.
And there's always a workout that will kick your ass. There's always one.
Absolutely.
You could be doing these HIIT workouts and do all this stuff, and next minute, oh, let's go do Pilates, and you be like, what the?
What? I didn't know I didn't even know I even had that muscle. Like, what's the challenge that I did? I can't think of her name. She's in Houston. She did the Fit Lady Challenge when she jumped on the box. What's her name? You worked with her before.
In Houston?
More.
You talking about Witness?
Yes, that challenge. The when I had jump on the jump box, do the burpees.
Yeah.
Nobody saw the behind the scenes because I passed out, but I did it. But it's hard. Like, fitness is hard. You just have to have the mind. You just have to have the strength to continue to go.
Yeah,
it's not
and
easy.
Facts. And I don't know who asked that question, by the way. If you did, thanks for asking the question. And you're from they're on Twitch. So if you want to share your name and let us know who you are, I appreciate that. And then you can also follow a page on Instagram.
Yeah, Gemini 2 Fit, number 2.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to ask more questions, and that's the cool thing about this though, Paige. I love this, like streaming like this, and it's like one of those things where, like, using this software, we're on Twitch. Do you even know what Twitch is? You heard of Twitch?
From the guy.
The guy.
I'm not really into like social media world. Cause his name Kai Sanat.
Yeah, exactly. So basically it started as like a streaming app that gamers primarily use, like for video games, Xbox, PlayStation, but now it's like podcasts are on their shows, live stream. Like, you could do your podcast on there. So this is a show that's on there underneath podcasts. So this show is literally listed as a live show / podcast on Twitch right now. It's on Facebook, Instagram, X, which is Twitter, all that stuff all at once. So we gotta get your podcast on all these platforms.
Absolutely. Listen, I'm pushing an episode out this weekend.
Okay, well, we're gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna be looking for it.
Facts. I'm gonna do it.
And so, do you do your podcast from right where you are right now?
Yeah. So this is actually my content room. Like,
tell us about this. How does this content room work? Like, do you just have an extra room in your house where you created that? And you said, our bedroom is it? How did you do that?
It was a bedroom. I have like a 4-bedroom home, and I don't need all of them. So I turned one. So it was an office when I was like just going to school and like working from home at one point while I was healing with my leg. And so I was like, you know what, this room just collecting storage. Let me just do some content. Like, I want to be into podcasts. I want to do this. Like, I'm a foster mom. Like, this story need to be told, and how I became a foster mom it need to be told because it might change somebody else's life. So I just came one day. I was like, the holiday season, my husband asked me what I wanted. And I was like, you know what? I want to invest into podcasting. And so he was like, bet. And he was like, let's do it. And I went on Amazon and ordered everything. And I was in here putting up wallpaper, putting up the little grass wall.
Okay.
I was just doing it all. And I was like, you know what? We got the microphones. We got all the equipment. I just have to like stop saying, "Oh, I don't have the time," because you have the time. You might be tired, but you just have to make the time. And you a prime example of that because you be on go.
Oh, look, I'm gonna preach to you, and like I'm gonna say, listen, let me add on to what she just said there. I did 2 YouTube live shows yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday and one day. First of all, it was like within like 9 hours, right? I'm doing one today. I got another one tomorrow. That's on top of editing stuff for YouTube, additional videos, plus all the content for about 6 different other Instagram pages,
Mm-hmm.
plus having conversations and meetings and traveling and doing all those cool stuff you see me do. Plus, I gotta have a life. Plus, I gotta have a life on top of all that. So you have time. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, before we went live, me and Paige, we were talking for a second. I was like, man, I'm tired. Like, I just want to lay down and watch this basketball game. But you got to do it. You got to just find, like, when you see a priority, you just make it. You make it happen.
You have to sacrifice some. You have to sacrifice that nap, like like you said earlier. Like I legit on my lunch break at work today, I took a nap because I know I
Sleeping
had.
also, are you a car nap person?
I'm a car nap.
Can you take a car nap, or you got to sleep inside the building?
No, I have to sleep inside the building. I recline the patient bed bag, get me a
Oh
comforter.
yeah, you're in the hospital, so you got to lay out.
Yeah, I gotta lay down. Like I can't go in the car because I'm gonna start sweating. I'm gonna have to have my AC running, and my gas gonna be running. I'm like, God dang, I'm losing.
Yo, those car naps, I ain't gonna. I listen. I had
Yeah,
okay.
with that AC blowing, I ain't gonna wake up.
Okay, so what about this? Have you? I was about to ask you that. Have you ever took a nap at work and didn't wake up on time? No, I don't know. Don't say it and get yourself in trouble now. Not on purpose, but it's like how you wake up. You're like, oh damn, I was supposed to be up 10 minutes ago. Like kind of like that type of thing. Where you have to rush back off.
Yeah, but I don't work from no more, so I can say it. But no, like on purpose, like I was like, oh damn, I'm supposed to be back, but I'm just gonna clock back in and go back to sleep.
Oh,
I was
oh,
I was really like a Tasmanian devil.
ooh. That one. Well,
But
I
I
ain't gonna say.
was cool.
Now, luckily, I would say I've done something like that, but not to the exact T because I was salary, so it didn't matter. I didn't have no login or not, and
Okay.
I have looked at the clock and been like, forget that. I'm taking another 30. Like
Mhm.
I didn't care because I had knew. Like first of all, I was just tired. Plus, I was like, I give y'all extra time all
Yeah,
the time.
like, I give y'all overtime. Like y'all good.
Hmm.
So
But like for like the inspiration, because I know we were talking about the story about like your journey into fitness, and stick found you and things like that. And so then when you started going to stick shift fitness, like what became like your go-to thing? Was it sticks class? What was the thing that were you like, you know what, this is my jam every single week, or where you were just locked in?
so it was stick hit class.
Mm-hmm.
It was a trap hit class that got me in the building. And then also the interaction because I came to the open house on my leg, on that peg leg, I still remember, and it was just the love, the amount of love, like that greeting, like go around, dap somebody up, show them, like introduce yourself. Like I never saw that before. Like I never experienced such like a genuine vibe amongst strangers to where you have one thing in common, and that's fitness, bettering yourself, basically. And that I was like, dang, like that's fire. Like I'm new to Atlanta. I don't have no family here. Like I have friends, but I don't have nobody here. So it's like that was fire. But then as I came back this past December and then just meeting everybody again, like because it was like the people that when I did meet them back in 2020, they were no longer there, or some people were still there, but just meeting them again and meeting the new faces and getting their new energy, it was just like, yeah, like I'm about to support everybody in here. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I say we're going up, like, and I'm putting it on my back. Like I don't care what it is.
Random question. This is totally random, as abstract from what you just said, and that is when I came to Six Year Fitness. I don't know, a couple of months ago.
Mhm.
Did you know who I was?
From Instagram, and then also, I did Ebony Fit Weekend like 2 times back in 2020 and 2021.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This is one of those transparent moments because I went and I told somebody, I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to know her. I was like, I feel like because the way you were looking at me, it was kind of like I feel like thinks I should know, but I didn't. I couldn't. I was like, I couldn't piece it together, and I'm like, I don't know. Especially when I was taking pictures of people, I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to know her. So I apologize. I apologize for not knowing.
Actually don't, like, I didn't talk to nobody when I did talk to some people, but I didn't even know like you was like actually like one of like the ones locked in with Ebony Fit Weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think when I came back and like took fitness serious this past like December, like came back from all the trauma that I went through, it was like I started following you for some reason. And I don't know how I started. I'm probably from Ebony Fit Weekend, but I started following you and I just seen all your content. And then I seen Sexy Work when you was chasing her. It was like, no, no, I can't come in. She was like, no, you can't come in. Basically, it was like, it's only girls. So I was like, he's really dope. And I started following you. And then when I saw you, I was like, it's CJ. Like, what? And, and I was like, it's CJ. Like, oh my God.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So no, you actually probably did not even know me, but I just knew you.
No, okay. Like I said, I really told somebody that I was like, I feel like I was supposed to know it, but I apologize. I was like, again, I was like, man, but we locked in now. We fam now. I was like, yeah. So we got one more question from the person earlier. It said, would Paige take on a client who would want to get fit for a bikini for summer or want to get fit for prom? Also, has she ever taken a client who lost weight and then gained it back? So I don't know if you want to take on those questions separately. First off, someone who wanted to get fit for summer, for a bikini for summer or for prom.
So yes, I do. I was type of client who want to get fit for summer and for prom, but I promise you're gonna love it here. So it's gonna be a lifestyle change. So prepare what you get yourself into because you think it's for a temporary, but then you be like, dang, I can't leave.
Mm-hmm.
And then also what you said, also ever had a client who lost weight and gained. Yes, absolutely. And I just helped them get it right back off. And then we figured out the key point, like how did it come back? How did it happen? Where did you slip up at? Because you always have to take accountability.
Does that frustrate you when someone, or do you feel like, hey, you know what, that is life and that happens?
That's life. It happened to me. Like as a even I know trainers gain weight back because it just happened. Like you never know. Like like I like when I was in Savannah, I lost weight. Moved to Atlanta. I done went to all the ATL lounges and the hookah bars and everything. I done, before you know it, I got a pudge again. And then like, so it happens. It's life. You're going to go through life cycles.
Facts. Totally agree with that. Out of like all the other gyms like you've been to in Atlanta, like you've been to other ones around the country, different ones? Have you tried? Because I don't know if you traveled a lot.
Like you talking about throughout Atlanta or like
outside of Atlanta? Have you been to other gyms out? Because I want to see like can you compare the environments and like what you experience here versus other gyms outside of Atlanta?
No, so I actually have not. Like someone like Houston, like no, I haven't went out to like other places, and if it was out of town, it probably would just like LA Fitness. I actually haven't outreach. I'm like, oh, let me try this gym.
Mm-hmm. So we gotta get you on the road. Let's
go. My bag's already packed. My suitcase right there.
Hey, look, let me snip this down.
Paige will be ready to hop on the plane.
48 minutes, 44 seconds. Okay, you say you okay? I got the clip now.
Listen,
I got the clip.
We're gonna be ready to hop on the plane. You gotta ask. I'll be quick.
Okay. Did you know at one point, and this is a lot of people probably don't know, but I worked for LA Fitness at one point.
I did not know that.
I did, and
which one?
So right, Peachtree and Piedmont, the one in Buckhead, and then also the one, well, for a little bit, it was like in Camp Creek. But that was only for like a couple of weeks. I know. It was rough. But the Peachtree and Piedmont one in Buckhead, I worked at that LA Fitness and like for years. I say for about a year or so. because I
Okay.
was at the front desk, but it was a part-time job, and I did it only for the free gym membership.
Okay.
And so it's so funny because if you've been following me, you know that you've never seen me in LA Fitness. You've never seen me in LA Fitness, and that is part of the reason why. I've seen some of the things behind the scenes. And granted, LA Fitness, if you watch this, listen, I can't judge you on nothing but the gyms I've been to. I've probably been to a dozen LA Fitnesses. So when I was a member, you can have access to all of them across the
All of them,
country.
even if you out, like out.
Yeah, and I'm traveling around, but I would understand the business of it. And I was like, I'm not really a fan of it. And then, when you see certain things as a behind the scenes, as like a member of the gym, like a employee, you're like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I
It
got
wasn't for me.
I got beef with the one on Camp Creek.
You got beef. The one I can't, man, that LA Fitness is a damn club. It's a
They
club. And I don't say like a gym club, but like people go there just to hang out. And it's so
it's a
annoying.
hero, yeah. Like, okay, can you like move over a little bit?
Yeah, it's wild and it's not clean. So that's honestly one of the reasons that I signed up when I originally signed up for Lifetime Fitness. It was
Hmm.
because I was like, I will pay 4 times more money to be in an environment that I'm comfortable being in, and I'll pay. And that's one of the lessons, like for gym owners or personal.
Hmm.
If I'm comfortable in an environment and it makes me feel better, and I feel like it's higher quality and offers me more and more benefits, I'll pay 4 or 5, 6 times more than to just get the cheapest one. And it's like filthy, and I don't feel clean. Like, yo, why when you go in the sauna? You ever go to the sauna?
In LA Fitness, I've
And
been
it's
to.
black. Like the
Yeah,
wood is black. And I'm like, the wood should not be black. It should be brown.
yeah, no. The bathrooms are dirty and filthy. Like, we ain't
Hey
even gonna.
man,
Whew.
I don't think I'm ever getting a sponsor for LA Fitness, and I'm okay with it. And I'm okay.
Sometimes it's not for you.
Yeah, it's not for me. Like I'm too bougie for that. And so one thing you learn about CJ is a little bit bougie.
A little bougie. Listen, because NFL, the football, he was like, it's okay to be bougie. I said, all right.
Oh
I was like,
yeah.
oh, was that a little mean? But CJ was like, nah, it's okay to be bougie. I was like, all right, bet that up, CJ.
Facts. It is like you see me at a game, I'm on the field, I'm in the suite, I'm in like,
Like,
yo, why am I standing in line? Why am I standing? What we standing in line for? We work too hard. Like, nah, I'm not standing in line to go to the bathroom. You must be out your mind. No, I'm leaving.
yeah,
Leaving
no.
this facility. When it comes to your podcast, tell people like if they haven't listened to your podcast and then you have a new episode coming this week in a couple of days,
In a couple of days.
what can they expect on your podcast?
So I like to talk about. So currently, like I said, if you didn't catch the beginning, fostering through life is just about my life and me fostering my biological nephews. Due to this, like family drama, family trauma, breaking generational curses, things of that nature, things that's like very a high topic in today and time, because a lot of people have a lot of generational curses they're trying to break, and a lot of family drama that's actually like you know shift in their life basically. So that's mainly what the podcast is about, but just also just about learning and maneuvering and being better the next go round.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you didn't get it right the first time, there's always a second opportunity.
So do you do primarily just on YouTube or is it also audio based as well?
So primarily just on YouTube.
Okay. Okay. So and then they just follow just you type in your name on YouTube and they'll find it.
Yes. So my podcast actually is called Fostering Through Life. So FTLX 22.
Okay. So definitely tap in. I'm gonna subscribe. But I'm gonna subscribe, and that's how I got your intro, right? Because I listened to the beginning of the episode. And so I was like, let me see what the podcast is about. And it's actually like, hey, some people know me as that, but everybody knows me. So
God,
that's where I got that from.
that's it.
That's where I got that from. And so I this is gonna do a speed round because we got just a few more minutes left, like 4 or 5 minutes left before we wrap up. But this is a speed round. This is fun. So everything less than 30 seconds. All right, 60 seconds. Let's give it 60 seconds. So tell me when you're ready.
I am ready.
Who should make more money? Fitness influencers or personal trainers?
Personal trainers.
Why?
because we actually like it's hard to be a personal trainer. You have to actually motivate these people. You actually have to take time out your day. You actually have to know like the science behind what their goal is, besides just you know, let me just squat in a thong and
Ooh.
get views. Like you actually have to be in the mud with fitness. Now, fitness influence, yeah, you should get the bread too. As a matter of fact, everybody should get the bread, but I just feel like yeah, personal trainers they actually like in the mud, actually studying these clients, actually like putting the science behind it, like and also have to motivate them, also have to tolerate the talk back because a lot of clients don't want they want to. I don't feel like doing this. Oh my god, and we
Mm-hmm.
have to keep our composure because we're professional.
Interesting. Okay. Um, let's see. The next question I'm gonna ask is, how do you handle someone who is like reaching out to you in a DM and is not for fitness, but because they're interested in you, but you can tell that they're trying to make that play, right? They're trying to make that play, and you're like, bro, this ain't that, or whatever. Like, how do you handle that when you don't like it? Like, how do you handle that? Do you softly, gently, push back, or you just ignore them and leave them on red?
So one thing if you don't know, one thing about Paige, she don't train men.
Mm.
I don't train men at all. Because I had an incident where I had a stalker and they popped up to my house like 3 o'clock in the morning, banging on my door like some Players Club type job.
Oh hell no.
Because I told you I had a home gym, so I was training people out my house.
Yeah.
So it was like that type of moment. So ever since that, it's been like PTSD, and I don't train men. So I let them know from the jump. And then if a female want me to train them, because and they might find me attractive and want to talk. It's easy to turn down a lady. I'm sorry, babe.
So wait a second. You can't do that. You can do that with anybody though.
Huh?
I'm sorry, babe. You can say that to a guy. He probably, all right. Sorry, babe.
Yeah, no, but if you give them that babe, now they be like, oh, she called me babe.
Oh yeah. She's just playing hard to get.
Oh
She's just
yeah,
playing hard to
like
get.
she doesn't even know. She's a little
She into the chase, yeah.
now. Yeah, she just want me to chase her a little more. Like I got lunch on, I don't want you to pay for lunch.
No, I feel you. I feel you on that. What's one thing you dislike about social media when it comes to the way fitness is presented?
The algorithm. Basically, because I know that goes a lot on like your followers and this, that, and the third. And the one thing I don't like is like I feel like IG is a popularity thing. Like they will quick to, like I said, show somebody squatting in a thong and don't know jack squat about certain exercises, compound lift, sumo, deficit squats, things of that nature. But they just they have ass out, so they getting more views, they getting more clickbaits. Like the click tactics.
Facts. What's one thing you love about the fitness community on social media?
When you find your community, it's like no going back. They rocking with you. But you have to, you have to keep that same energy. You can't just look for a handout and want somebody to rock with you and you don't give it back.
Right. What I was throw this out there because I haven't done it in a while. But is there any questions you want to ask me? I could take a question or two. I don't know if you want to ask me anything before we get up out of here. So I'll take the hot seat because you're a podcast host. I can go and see what Paige for a second.
So CJ, so you say you started your fitness journey, what in 2016, right? Okay, so besides you say your father passing away from cancer, and then the Food Network on Netflix, like what actually kept you going?
I'll be honest, like outside of just the original thing that got me started, which probably keeps me going, I think is working with people like you. Being in the industry as much as I am, there's no way that the people around me will let me stop. At this point, like literally almost everybody I know is like they know this is what I'm into and what I love, and like I have brand deals and you guys around, everyone I'm working with is like, how can I just give up? And then next thing you guys see me like 100 pounds more. You're like, oh hell no. If I gain
And like,
40 pounds, y'all like, no, 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 no. What you doing? See, like,
yeah,
it's not gonna happen. So that's gonna like honestly create having people around you that have your best interest in mind. That's the best thing I could say. Cause like this, you have self drive, you have your self interest in
mhm,
mind, but sometimes you just look in the mirror too and you're like, oh hell no, this ain't listen, I gotta lock in.
yeah,
And the people around you too, kid. So that keeps me going. I've really literally built a life that around me that won't let me fail.
yeah. And that's dope. That's the dopest thing. And you know, that only come with pure people.
Facts.
That only come with pure people.
Facts. Oh, I'm on a hot seat. Okay. Well, you got another one? Like, I'm good. Like, I'm good.
Let's see, let's see. Would you ever take on mentorship?
So you mean like having to coach someone
Yeah,
as to
like,
what I do? Yes. I actually have, I don't know if you know her or not, Soko the intern. She reached out to me. It was so funny. What year was that, man? I feel like that was 2019 or 2020. She reached out and said, hey, she literally said, I just want to learn. I just want to learn. I think I'm interested in social media and content creation, what you do, and you're the best at it. I would love to learn. So talk to her. And I already knew her for some years ago, back in HX Fitness days and things like that. I don't know if you remember HX Fitness when it was back open with DP's gym.
okay. Yeah,
Back
yeah.
in the day. So I was there. A lot of the trainers top in the game all came from that same space. I was there too. And so it looks like she asked to do it. And I was like, yeah, yeah, I'll do it. So she's been working with us like now, what, 3-4 years. And so not as much work recently, but primarily she now helping with us on Ebony Fit weekends.
Aspire.
Barbarian now. So yes, the long answer is yes. That is something that I'm open to and I have done and open to it again.
Okay. And have you ever reached out to somebody looking for mentorship to like try to guide you to where you at now and they turned you down? Like, nah.
Oh, you trying to get the tea. She's trying to get the tea. She's trying to put me out there. I'm gonna put it like this. As some of your most popular gym owners that I reached out to, and yes, by the way, in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
that definitely left me a red multiple times that I've went and reached out to years ago. Hey, I have this idea, I would love to do this, love to do that. Really didn't take me seriously, right? Who am I? Like, maybe I'm again, we talked about earlier, maybe I didn't have enough followers,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I didn't have the certain look, I don't have the certain street cred or whatever. And yes, so yeah, the answer is that yeah, I've definitely been turned down so many times. But the thing is, that didn't stop me. And like people always say, yeah, you don't have to beg to be at someone's table. Like you do two things: you can earn your way to a table, or you can build your own. And there's nothing wrong with either one, because I've earned my way to multiple tables. But at the same time as earning my way to some tables, I've built my own table as well. So it's not like, and they're both mutually beneficial to each other, right? It's not like some people, when they hear that quote, they're like, "Oh, I got to do everything on my own." Like, no, 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 no. Like, you can still like
Still sit at that table, but
set the table, and you can be in someone else's. Like, it doesn't. But thing is, I'm not going to beg my way into sit. I'm gonna kiss somebody's ass to do it either. I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm just not. Like, that's just not me. And a lot of times people feel like just because they bump shoulders with people, that's gonna be like a magic sauce. And actually, that's actually showing you shouldn't be around when you get that kind of feeling. Because if you have to kind of make someone feel better about themselves just to get in the mix,
be in their space.
you're in the wrong space.
Facts. Yeah.
Am I good? Am I a good guess? I'm just asking.
You a great guess. That was good. You was on it.
Anybody got any last questions for Paige before we get up out of here? Your family's still in the building.
We family forever.
For real, for real.
Mafia. That's it.
For real, for real. And let's see. Anybody who's watching, there's a lot of people watching on Instagram, which is surprising. Y'all on Instagram need to be coming over
Come
to
to
YouTube.
YouTube.
Come to YouTube. By the way, like, subscribe. Let's build this YouTube channel
Come on
up.
now.
Let's get this YouTube channel up. Like, yeah,
Get
this is one thing. I'll just vent for a minute. This is me venting. Um, I'm like, yo, you know how hard it is, Paige, to get people to jump from one platform to another. It is very hard. It is very hard. So that's why I like to stream multiple places. But it's just like, man, at some point, you're
get on.
trying to like, like you got, let's say you have your Instagram page with 3,000 people, 7,000 people, whatever number it is, right? And you're like, hey, you think it's easy to just move those numbers to another platform? It's the hardest thing ever.
Think again.
It is the hardest thing ever.
Pulling teeth just to get the people that you currently following you and supporting you just to move over a little bit. Just come on.
It is hard. Oh, create a second Instagram page and see how if you get the same man.
No.
Yeah.
Just listen. Yeah, no. I made an Instagram for my podcast. Yeah, no. You think it'd be so easy, like, oh yeah, y'all just come over to this one. Go ahead and like follow. Negative.
And the collabs make it easier, but it doesn't make it. I don't think it's more. I mean, it's probably a little bit more successful, but I haven't seen it where it's like, man, just because you do a collab with your own page, they probably like, well, since she's gonna collab on both, why do I gotta follow? It's like a reverse psychology thing. It's like, well, if she's gonna collab,
I'm gonna get both.
I'm gonna get it either way.
Yeah.
So why I gotta follow both?
It's hard out here for a pimp, but we gotta keep going.
Facts. Hey, real quick, tell people what they can expect if they have never, because a lot of people watch from Ebony Fit Weekend, and they've never, experienced the mafia takeover that's about to go down.
What?
Tell people what that's gonna be like.
Listen, when I tell you this is gonna be like an epic day, like the fact that the mafia gonna be in the building, I'm telling you, you're going to leave. Listen, you think you're gonna come energized because you're gonna need it from 8 to 3 o'clock. But when 4 o'clock hit, you're gonna get a whole nother set of energy that you ain't know where it came from. And that energy gonna carry you for the rest of the weekend, for the rest of the whole week, year. You're gonna be talking about the mafia.
Oh, and you already know I might give y'all 10 seconds. Boom, I'm gonna be doing my thing. But here's the thing: I'm gonna be tough. The thing is, like with the energy and y'all on the mic and just y'all hyping this around, like you said, the juice is just gonna come. The music is already gonna be. I already know it's gonna be fire. It'll be a little ratchet, but it's gonna be fire. That's gonna get us going.
That's that good Atlanta for you.
Oh yeah, we need that. We need that, and I'm sure there's gonna be some surprises and then boom. Next thing you know, the whole world gonna be talking about what was that?
Ain't it? Where they came from? They just came over and just took it like that.
I ain't never seen that. I ain't never heard of them. Like that's what we want.
Yeah, mark your calendars. It's gonna be a whole different vibe, a whole different energy coming to you.
Oh, and then listen. We got so much going on. I forget. And then this Saturday,
Fit Fest ATL, fire. So if you're not gonna be there, matter of fact, you should be there.
Be at both.
Yeah, be at both. So Fit Fest ATL, the mafia gonna be in the building. We got the Big Chrissy. We got Island Punch Co. with the best natural juice you ever, man. I'm in love.
Let them know now.
I'm in love with that juice. What else we got? We got mobility with Mandy. About to come through, stretch you out real quick. Give you some
Mandy had my hips like
I never sweat that much stretching in my life.
It was like, and I was sweating up, and then my hips were loose, but they were like they let me know like I ain't got as flexibility like I thought.
Listen, that's why I'm like, okay, I need to be. I'm like, even say it comes to the point where I have a client when Mandy class start, I'm like, I'm paying your way because I need this mobility to get ready for hit. Like, I need it.
Yeah, it's worth every penny, and you're about to get all that for one price. So Fit Fest ATL. I'm just saying, Ebony Fit Weekend in Atlanta. Like, even if you're not from Atlanta and you're watching this, you're like, oh, that sounds cool. You need to get here.
You need to get here.
You need to get here. So
Absolutely.
Fit Fest ATL this weekend on June 1st,
June
Atlanta.
1st,
And
12
then,
o'clock to 6.
yep, 12 to 6, because I know fitness classes, I think from 12 to 2 or 12 to 3.
12 to 2, and then we have the networking and after party.
And then the block party is going to be
Party, yes.
crazy.
Vibes.
And then,
And, good times.
good times. And then that same day, Paige is going to drop a podcast episode.
Facts. Look, you own me. You own me. I like this for me. I like
Yeah, you don't know. Like, I don't forget. I will literally. And by the way, since I don't know if it's been announced, but if you're watching this late on the YouTube show, I'm gonna let you know something. So I'm one of the hosts. I'm one of the hosts this weekend. So yeah, get your ticket.
Yeah, he's the one, not the two.
Yeah, come on, let them know. I look and like I don't know what's going on in my box. I have a whole sound.
You gotta drop the clues bomb on them. You gotta.
I have a whole sound thing, but it hasn't been working. I don't know what happened.
It's okay.
The last 2 episodes has been tripping on me, but hey, we still here. Paige, on the way out, let people know again everywhere they can follow you, because we definitely got to do this again sometime. But let the people know all the platforms where they can tap in.
So you can find me on YouTube. You can find me at Gemini 2 Fit on YouTube, as well as FTLX22 on Instagram. I'm also on FTLX22 and Gemini 2 Fit. That's the number 2 in the middle. And Facebook, yeah, no, you can't get Facebook. Because I really don't be on Facebook like that. It just be family.
Is Facebook for old people? Be honest, what you think?
I wouldn't say technically old people. It just, people that's stuck in their ways.
I think she want to say old people. She just want to be politically correct.
Because I love everybody. So,
do you know somebody under the age of 25 on Facebook?
Yeah.
How many? 2? The fact that you're thinking about it is like, like y'all playing.
Okay, you might be right, CJ. You got that. You got that one.
I appreciate y'all saying that in the comments. CJ is the man. I appreciate that.
He's the man.
So, one of the things. I got quick 2 announcements before we get out of here. One, I mentioned it before, but you just gotta see right. Oh, let me see if I can line it up. Boom, that Mizuno logo right here. That's the Mizuno logo for sneakers. That blue check over there. It's not really a check, but it's a Mizuno symbol. We'll be giving out some sneakers. They're sponsoring the show. Yeah, your boy we working. We're gonna be giving out some sneakers soon, but you gotta be subscribed to YouTube. So if you're watching on Instagram, that's why you gotta subscribe on YouTube. Come on over, hop on over here. That's gonna be starting next week. Also Celsius, we got some stuff coming from Celsius. They hooking me up. We got they dropping some stuff off tomorrow, so we be doing some giveaways with Celsius. And what else is going on? It's just a lot of things going on. There's a few announcements right there. Just stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Drop comments, follow Paige, look for the podcast. Make sure you DM her with all your fitness, health, and wellness questions. Don't take no pills. She said we're gonna work for it.
We're gonna work for it, because that's when you're going, you're like, dang, I really did this.
And what else? Any last words? You want to give them like a Jerry Springer last word?
If you ever see my Instagram lives, just know Celsius play a part in that. So Celsius, come on now, lock in.
Oh, wait a second. You trying to get an ambassadorship?
I'm trying to get an ambassador. I did the application. Pull it up, bro. Pull it up,
hey,
Celsius.
Celsius, tap in. Come on now.
If you have not seen my lives, the drink be getting me crazy. Let's just say that.
Listen,
it boosts up the energy that's already there.
Yes, and listen, you already know her name is Paige. Some people know her as Gemini 2 Fit, but everybody knows her as God's child. Come on now, Celsius, tap in.
Absolutely, God's child, the
one. Well, listen, Paige, stay right there. We're gonna talk offline. If you are watching on YouTube, appreciate you for tapping in. We will see you guys next time. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Peace.